Everyone. Happy New Year, everyone. Today's Zoom is all about certification, transitioning from initial to a professional teaching certificate, how ASDN can help you get your AK history and multicultural classes and the READS Act. So with no further ado, let's get going. Now, the first website that I want to bring your attention to, and know that it is all the links that for the websites that I'm going to talk about are on the email that you got this video. The first website that I want to bring your attention to is the credentialing website. When you click into the link on the email, there is a description of everything that you need to provide to the state for your initial as well as your professional certificate. So this is a really important website. Now, I don't pretend to be an expert on credentialing. All I'm here to do is provide you with the state resources that are available. If you have any questions about your certificate, it's super important that you call the state. In the state of Alaska, a real person answers the phone. They can pull up your profile. They can give you all the information that you need. It's super important to be knowledgeable about what's going on with your credential, because you don't want to be getting a call from Kelsey at district office letting you know that there's a problem. If you have any questions, be sure that you review the website that I provided to you, as well as call the state. Now, if you are new to the state of Alaska, my guess is that you have an initial certificate. Now, what you'll want to start working on is moving from your initial to your professional. The state automatically gives you 2 years to do that. If you need that third year, it is available, but again, you have to call the state. They can extend the transition time from your initial to your professional to 3 years rather than 2. Most teachers transitioning from the initial to the professional certificate need to complete the Alaska Studies and the Alaska Multicultural class. It's 6 units, 3 units each, there's lots of resources out there to get your Alaska Studies and your Alaska Multicultural classes. The one that I like the best is ASDN. Now, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that on the next slide. However, I do want to front load you with some information about your professional certificate. Now, again, as a new teacher, new to Alaska, you want to transition from your initial to your professional within the 2 to 3 years that they give you when you take your Alaska Studies and your Alaska Multicultural classes. You'll have those 6 units. As soon as you get your professional certificate, as soon as you transition, it begins a 5-year timeline. All teachers, all certificated teachers in the state of Alaska have to renew their credential every 5 years. So in every time you renew your credential, you need 6 units to renew. Of those 6 units that you need to renew your professional certificate every single 5 years, 3 of those units can be CEUs, and the other 3 have to be an upper level course. So I want to front load you on that information so that you know that when you renew your credential, you have to have 6 units every single 5 years, 6 units of professional development. Okay, so now, like I said before, transitioning from your initial to your professional certificate typically includes getting your Alaska Studies and your Alaska Multicultural class. I like ASDN. Now, the University of Anchorage and other schools in the state offer Alaska Studies and Alaska Multicultural classes, but ASDN is a pretty good resource as well. Now, what you're looking at is the website from Alaska Staff Development Network, ASDN, and if you click into this courses tab at the top right-hand corner, it'll give you a list of what they're currently offering. And there's lots of different options. You can take a live course, you can take a live Zoom course, but what I think is really supportive to teachers that are like in the classroom and you're living your life, but you still have to take these courses. They offer an option where you can take either Alaska Studies or Multicultural Studies asynchronously. When you sign up for the course, you have 1 year to complete the courses, and everything is done asynchronously. So please do check out the website that, again, is on the email that you got this video link from, and check out what options are out there. I also want to note that when you take classes from ASDN, Kenai teachers get level 1 pricing and reimbursement for classes. It's a good time to take the Alaska Studies or the Alaska Multicultural classes right now, because if you get it completed by the end of June and you submit your transcript to Chrissy Mahan, you will get reimbursement for the Alaska Studies and the Alaska Multicultural classes. As a rule, the district reimburses for classes that you take through ASDN in any capacity. So just know that Kenai teachers get level 1 pricing, and there's reimbursement for those classes. All right, if you are a teacher responsible for reading instruction, kinder through 3rd grade, the deadline for getting the reading endorsement is coming up. July 1st, 2025, all teachers have to have this reading endorsement. Anything that you need to know about the Alaska Reads Act is at this website. Again, the link is on the email. Feel free to read up on the Alaska Reads Act. But what's most important to you right now is that the endorsement needs to be completed and submitted by July 1st, 2025. Now, in order to get that endorsement, check out the website that you're looking at now. There is a list of all the approved courses and exams. There is an option to test out to get the endorsement or take one of the deed approved courses, and there's lots of options. So please put that on your radar, that endorsement has to be completed and submitted by July 1st, 2025. Also, I wanted to bring your attention to a new platform that the state just pushed out to all certificated teachers over the summer. The website is called Teach AK, and it's like the mothership where you submit everything pertaining to your credential. You submit all your paperwork to get your Reads Act endorsement. Also, when you transition from your initial to your professional credential, this is the website and this is the platform where you would submit all your paperwork. So all teachers in the state of Alaska need to be aware of this platform and go through the process of registering and becoming familiar with this website. Now, the last thing that I wanted to bring your attention to is what it looks like when you get your Reads Act endorsement. So what you're looking at is I went through the Teach AK platform, I found my credential, I pulled it up, and what you see circled in red is my AK Reads Act K3 endorsement on my credential. So that's what all teachers teaching reading kinder through 3rd need to have by July 1st, 2025. Okay, so that's all I had for this particular video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me by by replying to the email that I pushed out with all these links. Hope this information is helpful.